Longtime fans of the show should be familiar with the lender formerly known as Sue Pullen, and I'm pleased to announce that she's back, fresh off a rebrand and ready to help as Sue Mackey. Sue is a certified mortgage advisor at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners. Whether it's purchasing, refinancing, or even a reverse mortgage, Sue will help. Sue's licensed in 36 states now, so reach out and let Sue Mackey it happen for you. The best way to reach her is just give her a call at 520-977-7904 or in an email, spullen@fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number of 2289. Sue Mackey has an MLS number of 206048. That email again, spullen@fairwaymc.com, and that phone number is 520-977-7904. Shoot Sue an email and let her know she needs to update that address.
You are listening to an entertainment program put together by a company called Financial Ineptitude. Anything said on this show is not an endorsement or professional advice. Would you really want to tell a court of law you were suing us because you thought taking financial advice from two idiots on a podcast put out by Financial Ineptitude was a good idea? Really? Clown hat, smiley face.
Oh, just let me know.
You're on.
Yeah. Let me know when I'm on.
Okay, I will.
Okay, but am I? What do I do?
I don't remember. When was the last time we did any of this?
Oh,
Fuck.
hello and
There's the
welcome
button.
to the China Shop people. Wow, the China Shop people. See, I'm already off.
What do you mean, China Shop people?
Leland's lusty leathers. Hello and welcome to the China Shop, folks. I'm Shopkeeper Dan. With me, as always, is Kyle, creator of FinancialIneptitude.com. Kyle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I had a really good day today.
Fuck yeah. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it when we get towards the end of the show, I think.
Oh, in the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yeah, it's mostly good in there for once.
Fuck yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Come on into the shop with us today. Sit back, relax, rage against that hedge machine. We'd like to welcome any new listeners just joining us. We're here smashing our way through a complete set of fine china, sharing those ever-growing strategies for maximizing gains and cutting losses. If
Dan?
you aren't... Yes, yeah.
I do not want to welcome new listeners. I want to chastise them for taking so long to find us.
Holy shit, it just got real. New listeners, how dare you?
Next time, be faster.
Yeah, do better. Do better.
No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, guys.
If you are new to the shop and stock trading in general, well, then you're fucking late to the party. So, I don't know. We're in a chastising mood today.
Luckily, we've documented all of everything we've done over the past 3 years, so there's quite the history to go back through.
Yeah. Some of it better than others. We do have a bunch of beginner trading episodes. You can give those a listen. We'll have all the links to that in the episode description. But the best place to be is head on over to our free Discord server. Get on there all the time with a bunch of amazing, really awesome people. And it's totally free. No paid tiers or special access areas. Kyle,
yes.
What do we do to maintain that free server status?
Just slowly spiral ever steadily into more and more debt.
Oh, I thought by giving away swag equals profit.
Yeah, I think we're missing a step in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yes, there is free swag.
Well, I specifically wrote the number 3 on the chalkboard. It was you that was supposed to fill it in.
Yeah, I forgot what to do for 2, so I just skipped it for now.
And then we just got to profit.
Yes. But yes, you send me, DM me your mailing address, and we will send you some either smashable or terrible swag your way. And when I say terrible, I mean it will rip if you
swag that rips and tears.
Yes.
No, the swag itself is not terrible. It's quite nice.
It is quite nice.
We're just glad you're here. We have a lot of fun, and it's always better with friends. It's just a wonderful time. And Kyle, we got any? Speaking of wonderful times, do we have any show news that you'd like to let everybody know about?
Yes, I think we do. Let's see. Monday, we've got Anwar Singh. That interview is going to be released. That was actually a really good conversation with somebody about mentorship and trading psychology. I was actually surprised just looking at his one sheet. Yeah. Hopefully we can do something with him again in the future. After that, we'll probably be moving the optional experience episode releases to Mondays. Uh, that should be coming out the week after the next one of those. And stay tuned because we're going to be making some announcements here soon.
Ooh.
Some new things for
Wow.
the show, some new things for the Discord. It's in the works right now, so I can't really speak too much about it, but there should be some changes coming soon.
Well.
Oh, and also, before I forget, I got to say congratulations to Flary and JM, the winners of the last 2 M period challenges.
Oh, fantastic.
I was in the running. I was in the running this last one, but JM, he crushed it. Came out of nowhere.
Good job, JM. Flary, like, oh, wow. Good for you. Yeah. Hooray. But good job, JM. Michael Jordan dunked again.
Yeah.
All right.
He's like, it's like Kramer at the karate class with all the little 7-year-olds.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God. All right. That's all I got, though.
Okay, folks, sit back, sit tight. We have got an ergonomic, urgent, and urbane show for you today. Lots of market-moving news, plenty of stocks on the radar, and brighter futures than a bedbug-free traveler heading through Paris.
I'm not. First of all, I got to point out, and this is maybe we need to add pedantic to the descriptors there, but I think the first one started with an E.
Okay, yeah, it did, but alliteration is a phonetical phenomenon, not a spelling one.
All right, I'll give you that one. Okay, now explain to me this bedbug joke.
Paris is like ripe with bedbugs right now, man.
How does that happen?
Well, I mean, bedbugs are pretty pernicious. They jump on clothes, and they're really good at traveling and spreading.
Oh, is it just because they're so tightly packed together there?
It's a tightly packed city, and it's Fashion Week. People are traveling again in greater and greater and greater numbers, and it's
a bedbug infestation at Fashion Week. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, right. And it's bedbugs. They don't care. They don't care. You know, if you got the VIP or not, they're gonna hitch a ride on your clothes. It's simple to get rid of them. You just got to heat the room for 118 degrees for like an hour.
That sounds miserable.
It's right.
It's easier for you over in the southwest though, where you can just open your windows for a day.
Exactly. We don't have much of a bedbug problem here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Believe it or not, it's sniffing dogs. That's how you can tell you've gotten rid of the infestation.
Really?
Yeah, they've got like a 97% success rate sniffing out bedbugs.
Huh.
Yeah. The more you know.
Reach
out to us. We love your messages and comments on Twitter and Facebook. Over there on our Discord, we'll have the link to that in the episode description. If you're old school, maybe you can send us an email to twobulls@financialineptitude.com. That's the number 2, BULLS @financialineptitude.com. Maybe you got a hot stock tip. Maybe you want to tell us about some great trades you made. Or maybe you're a grifting outlaw just trying to earn a dishonest living when your life gets flipped upside down and now you and your cohort have to get through a war zone in order to find a dead man. It doesn't matter. We just love it when you reach out.
To find a dead man. I got nothing on that. What was the last one we did? I don't even remember.
You're a private contractor hired by a young couple to evict some squatters from their home, but things get dicey when they get squeamish over your heavy-handed methods and turn on you, even ruining your big wedding.
Sounds like Beetlejuice.
It is Beetlejuice.
I had no idea when you said that one, but it finally just clicked right there in that moment.
Oh, really? You're like, wait a minute.
Yes.
This is fucking
Oh,
Beetlejuice.
wait a minute. Michael Keaton. I can see his face. Nice. All right. If you know this week's, shoot us a message. Help me out because I am completely stumped.
That's right. Kyle, send you some extra swag if you get it right.
Well, yeah. Okay. I guess I will now because it's been recorded.
There's no way you could edit that out.
Nope. Once it's on tape, it stays. I don't know what kind of operation you think we're running here, but this is one take.
We'll do it live. All right. Should we talk about the bet results?
Oh, God, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. I guess we can do that. Let's see. I don't remember when this started. I think it was the 18th was the date. So I'm just going from the 18th to the end of the month. We wanted to go long American Express. And it was looking really good on Monday when it opened. It opened at 163.79. It went right down to our ad at 162 and then immediately hit our stop. So yeah, day one, we were pretty much out.
Day one.
Yeah, day one.
Oof.
But that's probably a good thing considering we tried to pick a long right before this massive sell-off happened. Our final ends up being $454.06. Let's see, what did Random do? Random had SNDX that opened the week at 1738. It peaked at 1768 before selling off and hitting the 15% trail at 1503. Which takes Random all the way down to sub 400, 397.89.
Take that, Random.
Yeah, maybe you win more often than not, but your risk controls suck.
Yeah.
But since nobody made money, I mean, that doesn't really... It's a hollow victory.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Definitely feel hollow about it now.
That's right. It's a new month. It's a new month, though. It's a new month.
Oh, yeah. I have some thoughts. I have some ideas.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got some
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing. All right.
Okay.
What do we do now?
It's time to talk about some news.
Yes.
Dow drops deep on moving inflation, COVID frustration, war damnation. We're just bringing you the fucking news. You gotta recognize the game if you don't wanna lose. We're just two bulls trading information.
Yeah, we are.
Rioters raiding, insider trading, taxes are raising, bills on the hill. We got a crypto mill. No, they ain't growing weed. When the Fed speaks today, it's some shit we don't need.
Sing it, man.
Two bulls trading information.
What?
Two bulls trading information.
I'm inclined to agree.
Two bulls trading information.
That is accurate. Very accurate. Well, Dan, I think the hottest story that we have to talk about is this one I just read about the jobs market.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, literally read it while the song was playing.
Yeah. No, that's what I was doing too. Well, what's that? I was wishing the song was longer.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, the jobs market, the jobs report came out today, Friday, and it was hot. 336,000 new jobs created in September. The expectations were only 170,000. And they also revised the gains for August and July higher again, too.
Oh, really? Revised them higher.
Yeah. So the Fed's war on labor looks like it will continue. But there was one surprising nugget in here, and that was actually that the wage growth was actually a lot slower than expected, or came down some, which is kind of weird. Seems weird that we create that many jobs, but yet somehow the wages have finally kind of seemed to have plateaued. The 12-month rate of change was 4.2, which was slower than last month's 4.3%.
Well, I think it's just speaks to like how long can people go and hold out for a higher wage before they just have to fucking bite the bullet and be like, I don't have the savings to keep going. I need to just take whatever job's there right now.
I wonder, if this is like you're saying, I wonder if this is like just an indicator that maybe, or an indication that the hot labor market might be starting to cool off.
I know it's still one of my stories goes in tandem with this. We still haven't fully recovered in the hospitality, the accommodation slice of leisure and hospitality employment. It's still behind the labor market being hot at 336,000 new jobs. We're still 187,500 jobs short of February 2020 levels. Hotels.
Wow.
Especially.
So service, it sounds like is service in general still hurting? Yeah, leisure and hospitality was one of the big leaders in the report, it looks like.
Yep. It's as far as I know, the people that I talk to that are still in the industry, they're still having a lot of trouble finding people to employ. So
Really?
At least anecdotally, it's that people don't want to do those jobs anymore.
You know what will entice them to do those jobs?
More money.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that funny how that works?
It's hilarious how that works.
Look, there are people who will climb into septic tanks and clean them out for you. Like, there's someone who will do it if the price is right.
I gotta say, I can't speak to like the housekeeping aspect of it. Like I was just talking to one of my friends in Tucson. Like they can't find housekeepers, but I know that, like from my own experience, like the front desk kind of service, like it was difficult, at least in Tucson, and even some here in fucking Vegas. Like it was difficult to find people that just had the emotional intelligence to handle a cranky customer.
Yeah, that was one of the things I think that you were talking about when you ended up leaving that spot, was the way the employees dealt with the customers was, I guess, not the way you'd write it up if you were making a handbook.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, I don't want to talk bad about any hotel thing, but I'm wondering if my own experience can provide shed some insight on why like people aren't flocking back. Is it takes a specific skill set, and I wonder if the people with those skill sets are already in other places getting paid more money. And
probably,
if you out there know what that is, let me know.
Right. Oh, geez, nice. All right. Do you have anything else for regular news before I segue terribly into a treasury bond story?
Well, mine's strangely enough also has to do kind of with treasury bonds, somewhat.
Are you stealing my notes again?
No, I published this. I posted this in the Discord before you did. I don't know.
Okay.
No. This is a story of the reporter Kelly Evans over at CSNBC is talking about the sovereign debt bubble is bursting, and what she's talking about is she's making the claim that we never, and I don't think it's a false claim. Like we started quantitative easing in 2008, 2009, and we kind of did it for 15 years.
Yeah. Oops.
And it wasn't just the US that was doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're
I mean, it makes sense that people try to keep pace with the US, but I didn't realize everyone was doing it for that long.
So, yeah, it looks like Japan, Germany, UK, Italy, and Australia, all of the bond yields are surging at the same time. And she's saying, yeah, because we're shifting from the quantitative easing to the tightening. Like they've been kind of like baby stepping it, like to get that soft landing, and now it's like, okay, the Fed's saying we got the soft landing. Let's end. All right, lean in.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be one way to blow up that soft landing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the story I was looking at was just talking about how the bond market sell-off is basically starting to eclipse some of the more extreme meltdowns of the past. Like the treasury bonds with maturities of 10 years or more have since March are down 46% since March 2020. The 30-year bond is down 53%. And yeah, as these are all getting sold off, it's interesting that the yields are going up. Like it took me a second to piece that together. Yeah, the yields go up to entice more buyers. But if the yields are hitting highs like this and nobody still wants to buy, that's a bad sign.
Yeah. Like they've got to sell these cars, so they keep dropping the price, and they're getting down to a couple $100, and people are still like, I don't want that car.
Fuck you. You pay me, I'll take it.
Right.
Like oil did. Yeah, they say that long-term treasuries are in one of the most extreme undoings in history, and that the losses are twice as big as those seen in 1981 when the 10-year yields were close to 16%.
Yeah. And then so yeah, and then that's exactly what my story was saying. Like these central banks aren't the key buyers anymore, and markets hate it when those buyers of last resort disappear, and they hate losses, and so people are like, whoa, let's pull our money out.
Yeah, because I guess the whole time during quantitative easing, you basically have a guaranteed buyer, no matter that's going to take a set amount.
Yep.
Yeah, and not having that is looks like that's. They said the first million or billion that they unwound was going to be the easiest, and that the next billion was going to be much more painful. And I think that is starting to prove true.
Yeah, and I hope the third billion is easier than the first.
I hope the third billion they pump in instead of taking out.
Yeah, why do we ever turn off this party hose?
Yeah, it's much better with it going.
God damn it. Get back to the party. We all like that party.
I know. Why don't we just do that all the time?
I did say to a friend the other day, like, yeah, it really sucks when it turns out you're just after the peak of the empire and you get to ride it downward.
Oh God, yeah.
It sucks. Sorry.
Unless you're the Gauls, then you're celebrating.
Right.
All right, you got any more news stories?
No.
Well, let's why don't we do some advertising?
Ooh.
Longtime fans of the show should be familiar with the lender formerly known as Sue Pullen, and I'm pleased to announce that she's back, fresh off a rebrand and ready to help as Sue Mackey. Sue is a certified mortgage advisor at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners. Whether it's purchasing, refinancing, or even a reverse mortgage, Sue will help. Sue's licensed in 36 states now, so reach out and let Sue Mackey it happen for you. The best way to reach her is just give her a call at 520-977-7904 or in an email, spullen@fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number of 2289. Sue Mackey has an MLS number of 206048. That email again, spullen@fairwaymc.com, and that phone number is 520-977-7904. Shoot Sue an email and let her know she needs to update that address. Yeah. I don't know why I said that like that. Let's play stock time. Move on. Quick, before it goes out of control.
Stock time!
Now it's talk about stocks time. Looking for setups, it's still not advice. Big moves, fresh news and earnings. All that we're saying, it's still not advice. Stock time.
Please don't sue us. All right, Dan, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi stock falling after Walmart comes out and says, thanks to weight loss drugs like Wegovy and Ozempic, people are cutting back on calories and buying less soda.
That's fine. I think my mom said she was on Ozempic and has lost like 15 or 20 pounds already.
Well, apparently it works because people are cutting back on high-calorie groceries.
Well, I thought the whole point of taking a pill was so you can keep eating the high-calorie stuff and still lose weight.
Well, apparently that pill only works if it makes you crave less high-calorie foods.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's what Ozempic does, is it makes you feel less hungry.
Well, there you go.
So you're saying that Coke and Pepsi, the only reason why they were looking so good is because fat Americans couldn't stop buying it.
Correct. Sugar is addictive. Yes.
Says the guy with the 30-pack of Pepsi in his closet.
Yeah. Sugar is addictive. In fact, it plays a bigger role in fat than fat does.
Yeah. I think didn't South Park finally figure out you had to invert the food pyramid?
Oh, is that what it
was?
Get
it right? Yeah. You need to eat less breads and sugars and a lot more fats.
Yeah. I love whole milk mozzarella, and I don't understand the skim milk shit. I'm like, why are you taking my fat out?
I don't think I've ever tried either of those or noticed the difference. What's the difference?
Whole milk mozzarella?
Yeah.
It's fattier. It's gooier.
Is that the one
cheesier?
That
it browns
sweats
better.
A lot more? Does it
the
leave
fresh
a lot of
mozzarella
grease on the
sweats
top?
more?
Yeah, that's what I usually play with. Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh mozzarella is usually whole milk. Definitely get the whole milk, dude. Get yourself the fat. The fat browns in the oven.
I can't drink whole milk just because it always tastes warm to me. Something about the fat.
Weird.
Like the more fat in the milk, the warmer it tastes, and I hate the taste of warm milk.
Weird.
I know, right?
Weird. What a tangent. What do you
What
got?
are we talking about?
We're talking about Coke and Pepsi and people being overweight, and now the stock's falling because people are like, well, they're not going to buy so much soda.
So what does that mean going forward?
Well, I know in my house, I've been talking juices. Oh, you mean for stocks? Okay,
I meant for Pepsi and Coke.
For Pepsi and Coke. Well, both of these brands have divested hardcore into non-soda things.
Yeah, I think Pepsi owns all like the Frito-Lay stuff and Nestle, and which, now I think about it, those aren't exactly healthy options.
No, they're not. They're not. I know Coca-Cola bought, what was it, Monster Energy.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't invested as much into food, but like they ship so many beverages.
Yeah.
Fuck, even Dr. Pepper merged with Keurig. They're like, oh, we'll do coffee too.
Yeah, that's
which be a caffeine company.
It makes more sense than Fritos.
Right.
Although I guess they go together nicely. I don't know. Let's see. I got a couple. So you want the quick one or the one that we'll probably be ranting about more?
Oh, the ranting one, please.
All right. Remember Elon Musk?
Never heard of him.
Okay. You remember how he bought that company for $44 billion?
Oh, yeah. The one, it was just going to be a joke, but then he was too shy to sell it.
It's supposed to be a joke, and then he pigeonholed himself into having to actually finish it off. Like a kid who was loaded too much up on his plate.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm going to do it. Do it. I'm going to do it. Do it then. Do it. I said I'm going to do it.
I still can't call this company X, so I'm going to still refer to it as Twitter.
Oh, yeah. The time he brought Twitter.
Yeah. Apparently the finances of Twitter have been like just cratering, deteriorating shockingly, as they say in this article, since October of 22. And none of the lenders have been able to sell any of the debt to investors like they'd planned. So they're all kind of stuck holding onto it on their balance sheets.
Ooh.
So what they've had to do is now 3 of the 7 lenders, they have signed an agreement with each other that says that they will not offload any of the loans unless they first offer it to the other ones for a pro rata opportunity to get in on the same deal. The idea is to keep, banks from being, they call it divide and conquer, where you start pitting them against each other to try to buy it for as cheaply as possible.
Right.
Doesn't that sound like price fixing, though?
Well, it is when, and see, and George Carlin had a bit where he was like, people don't have to meet behind closed doors to collude. They just have to have their interests collide.
Right.
It's one of these things where like, if you and I are the bidders, we don't have to have any kind of discussion to both be like, I'm not interested, and wait and see how low they fucking go.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we don't have to ever talk to make that happen.
Right.
Our
just
interests
wink at each other.
Aligned. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're not idiots. Our interests are aligned. Like, yep.
Yeah, this is like an actual like agreement that it looks like that they've signed.
Oh, weird.
Like this is like contractual.
Wow. What?
It seems kind of fuzzy to me. But what was interesting was the story was talking about. Well, first of all, all those banks are pissed off about the poor flow of financial information being supplied by Twitter.
Yeah.
I can't remember I don't know what story this is on. I'm guessing it's on Fortune. But the writer had speculated that Elon himself is now in a much better position to be able to try to purchase a chunk of that debt pile. So now he can swoop in and buy it back from the banks for a much cheaper price. So there's some wonder in there. Like, was he running this company into the ground on purpose in order to to increase his stake on the cheap?
I think he is smart enough to figure that out.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's definitely within the realm, because you've heard me speak a lot about how he seems to be making every wrong decision.
Yeah.
Like, he's just destroying it. And why is he destroying it? Like, that's all I'm trying to figure out now. Like, it's obvious he's destroying it.
Right.
But why? We know why.
I think we might know. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then he can have a miraculous turnaround. And
right.
be like, you know what? Bring back Twitter, bring back the logo, bring back the people. Here's all the rules back.
Let's just make it
I'm
all the way you want.
sorry.
Yeah, my bad. I'll let somebody else run it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, good on him, I guess.
That's
it's hard to
fucking
root for
hustle.
Elon, but man, I would love to root against the banks.
Right? Well, but it's so weird because people's lives were fucking built around Twitter. Like they're people that do their social media stuff and their branding and their direct
marketing.
advertising and
Yep.
marketing. Like a lot of people it's really disruptive. So it's like, oh yeah, Elon's pulling one over on the banks. But a lot of people get swept up under that shit. How many people have lost their jobs at Twitter?
Yeah. Yep.
Shit.
How many people aren't going to come back when he does try to flip it back around too? That's the real question.
I wouldn't. Yeah. They'd have to really, really sell me.
Mm-hmm. And they're not, because they want your money.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Yeah. So that's what I had for Elon Musk. Yeah. What else you got for stock news?
Apparently, I'm big on fundamental analysis today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My first story was how Coke and Pepsi are going down because of a weight loss drug.
Yeah.
The CEO of Levi Strauss, Chip Berg, went on with Jim Cramer on Thursday and told him the company's wholesale denim figures are down because the summer was so hot.
Don't they make shorts too?
I don't know. I don't know if they still make shorts. I know people still cut them off.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
I got a pair. I mean, edit that out.
he actually did actually come out and say that the Levi direct to consumer did a lot better because their own stores, they were able to pivot to the shorts and dresses.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
But their wholesale selling to other companies really, really hurt.
Yeah, there's nobody's wants to stock that if nobody's buying it.
Right.
Yeah.
And the store itself, it's a lot harder for Target to make that kind of big pivot.
Right.
It's easier for Target to be like, well, we're gonna sell. I'm making a jump here in Target. It's to a cheaper supplier for the shorts. If we're gonna make the pivot, why are we doing it with Levi's?
Right. Especially if they don't sell as well.
Yeah.
Though this doesn't look good for. If this is their reasoning, like that's not changing. There's a lot of things that point to hot being the norm going forward.
Yeah. It's like insurance companies not doing insurance in Florida anymore. Like
right.
Like
or those weird little bikes in the Netherlands or the Scandinavian countries.
The weird little bikes.
Yeah, those little electric scooters. I saw they dropped those too.
They dropped them.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
I just saw a headline. I'd have to go pull it up. It wasn't important enough to bring up in this conversation, so I'm not sure why I did.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
See if I can find it and send it to
you. Believe it or not, the CEO is still very optimistic about his own company.
No.
Yeah, just that the sales are down in Walmart and Target. It's because the summer was too hot.
Has there ever been a CEO that's come out on the news outlet and been like, sorry guys, I don't know when this is going to end. The shit is bad and it's not getting better soon.
I feel like Musk could say that about Twitter and I would gain respect for him.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think a publicly traded company would have that guy stick around for much longer.
Yeah, you don't get to stay CEO saying shit like that, right?
Yeah. All right. The last one I had was just about the Microsoft Activision deal that is set to close, I think, on the 18th of this month.
Okay.
The FTC though has decided to try again. They were not satisfied with the loss that they took, so they're going to try and fight it one more time. I don't know what they're thinking. Even if whatever trial or whatever they win, like it's still going to be well after the October 18th closing date.
Right.
So, like, what happens if they do win to this?
And they've already
already
it back,
merged.
unmerge.
Like, how does that work?
It's like a cop, a 50s cop coming up to the car when the teens are having sex inside, and he's like knocking on the door, like, all right.
Put that semen back inside.
Pick it up. Get that semen out.
Yeah.
None of that here, sir.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're thinking here, but I mean, this deal is happening.
Wow. I mean, why not?
I think it's more just to say, like, we did everything we could. I think they're just trying to show that we're being tough on big business as we swat at this company's attempts here. Like, I think they could have actually halted this deal if they would have put together a reasonable argument.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think they.
Do you think there is a reasonable argument?
It is kind of scary to have Microsoft own that much content, but I don't think it's any scarier really than Sony if they were to like make another acquisition.
Well, they're going after Google right now for monopolizing the search engine stuff.
Okay.
Like you're saying, like Microsoft could be, I think that's just their general reasoning. They're just trying to head Microsoft off before it gets to Google's size. I don't know.
I mean, they gotta be pretty close already, aren't they?
Well, maybe their company is in valuation, but I mean size in like the market share. Like Google's got it cornered, right?
Yeah.
Bing, apparently, the joke is that Bing is worth more to Apple than Microsoft. Because, and this is very true, Apple's able to go to Google and say, we're in negotiations with Microsoft to make Bing our lead search engine. So the kickback that you give us to make it Google needs to be a little sweeter.
So Microsoft is the girl that you use to make your ex jealous.
Yes. Yeah. Like, look, you come
Or
back
guy.
and be with me tonight.
Yeah, we'll go hang out at this place. I don't usually hang out there. But
I'll call up Bing.
People.
I'll call up Bing right now. You know Bing is going to meet me at the bar for a couple drinks, and I'm getting action from Bing. You know I am.
Yeah.
Okay? No, that's the joke. Is because Apple has been doing that.
Yeah.
Successfully. I think Microsoft said $8 billion or $81 billion.
I'm surprised Microsoft would even negotiate with them if they know that that's what's going on.
Well, it's a good point. Like, well, is there some sort of Microsoft Apple thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
But Google's got it fucking cornered, and they are going after them. I'm with you. I don't think they should be trying to undo the thing after it's done. But you watch them. They don't give a shit. They'll be like, "Yep, finish the merger, and then we'll spin it off legally."
I'll have to look and see. I'll look this weekend. I want to know if that's ever happened where they said like, "No, you can't do that anymore. Get rid of it."
Right. After they were already
after it's happened.
Happened on paper.
Because I would think you should be able to sue the FTC if they make you unwind that for whatever the cost to actually undo the deal. If they took their sweet ass time challenging it, like they've had over a year and change to do this thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's time to talk about some crypto.
What?
Yeah? No?
Who?
Okay.
How?
Why?
I got some crypto in my wallet, hanging out on my Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, I got some crypto in my wallet, some Doji, Sushi, Polkadot, NFT, decentralized, anonymized, fabulous cryptocurrency.
All right, Dan. I think you got the good story.
Oh yeah. Recently, a gentleman from Nevada Energy came over to install a new thermostat, and That's the story you're talking about, right?
No.
He's a crypto trader, and I kept trying to tell him like, go learn about stuff, but he really just wants a lottery ticket in crypto. If you're out there listening, buddy, you get that education. No, you're right. You're right. The big story, Gary Wang, former college roommate and colleague of Sam Bankman-Fried, has testified about some of the dirty deets of what was going on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So this is history rhymes, as Dan Carlin likes to say.
Yeah.
This really reminds me of the savings and loans from the 80s that all went bust and you never hear about anymore because they were regulated away for doing
So
things
that was
like this.
40 years ago. Nobody
Yeah,
remembers that.
Nobody remembers that shit, right? Well, how do I remember it? Okay, so Sam Bankman-Fried's trading firm, Alameda Research, just months after the exchange opened, the crypto exchange opened, started withdrawing money, other people's money that they had deposited into the exchange, right?
Okay.
Bankman-Fried let Alameda Research have a negative balance on FTX,
Okay.
along with a large line of credit.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, people are depositing their crypto in FTX, and Alameda Research just gets to use that money.
I mean, it's a good deal for Alameda.
Yeah. And he added that, like, this was all while publicly Bankman-Fried went on Twitter and assured FTX users that Alameda Research the firm's accounts were treated just like everyone else's.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. At one point, he raised the line of credit as high as $65 billion.
With a B?
With a B.
Holy shit.
Yes. On his exchange, he had his exchange give his company a $65 billion line of credit.
Wow, how many assets were they? They weren't even managing that much, were they?
No.
Wow. I don't know if you saw this, but you remember that Michael Lewis guy who was shadowing him? That we're supposed to be getting a book?
Yeah.
The book is out. Thanks, Robert, for sending this to us. But yeah, the Going Infinite: The Rise and Fall of a New Tycoon is got released on October 3rd.
Okay.
I don't think that was the name he probably envisioned when he signed up for this autobiography.
The Rise and Fall.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think I want to read this. I want to.
Yeah.
It looks like, because of the title that they went with, The Rise and Fall, it sounds like he did talk about like kind of the downturn stuff. I just wonder how much of an inside look he got at that.
Yeah, it will be really interesting to read that book and find out.
There's one other thing I saw about the whole thing with FTX, and it looked like the cost of the debt was actually going up in price because they did manage to recover about $7.9 billion worth of assets.
Oh, wow.
So it sounds like some people might get at least something back.
Wow. Towards the end of it, they got Alameda owed about $11 billion.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yep.
$11 billion.
Yeah.
And we thought Random sucked at risk management.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think this is the end of him? Do you think he's going to jail?
Yes. Yeah, they're going to make an example out of this guy.
They have to, right?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, my wife had read something about the book, and she'd mentioned that one of the lines that was quoted in the story she was reading was saying that if basically there hadn't been a run on the stable coins, he'd still be in business right now doing the same thing.
Yeah. Right. That's what toppled the pyramid.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was actually didn't we find out that was Binance doing that to him?
Binance? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I thought Binance was actually like selling off their stable coins in like massive quantities, like devaluing it.
They knew somebody found out what he was doing, and you're like, you know what?
I think they found out how much they had tied up into the one asset, and then they went and just hammered the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Risk management, man.
Risk fucking
No matter how big you are, you can't get away from it.
Well, and when you've built a house of cards, somebody can blow it over.
Right. So many lessons.
Just takes right. You get the right angle. They were like, oh yeah, if we just blow really hard from this angle, he's done.
What happens if I pull this out from the pile?
Yeah, right.
All right. Anything else for crypto?
No. Well, just that if they come out with that digital dollar, I don't think crypto's going to last. Just saying.
Why do you think that? You think everyone's just going to flock to the state-sponsored asset versus the one that's unregulated and in the Wild West?
Yeah, no, I think the state-sponsored asset's going to use its state-sponsored abilities to make it the only viable candidate.
Only game in town? Yeah. I
the same reason why my McDonald's bucks aren't accepted at a Wendy's. Why they don't take a McDonald's gift card, right?
Yeah.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm like, yeah, I could buy 2 burgers with that if it was a McDonald's. I got Bitcoin. Let me spend it.
Right. All right. Let's do the next thing, and let's end this thing.
That's where I tie my shoe, right?
Yeah. Oh no,
I'm not even wearing shoes.
I'll tie it for you. Here.
Here.
Let me get down there.
Oh,
all right,
wow.
There you go.
Well,
right,
while you're down there, take a bullet right here. That's really dark.
Man, I was doing something nice.
I know, but I had to shoot you. It was the nature of the bit, and I got to commit to the bit, man. I can't not shoot you. I mean,
the worst thing is
listening.
The worst thing is the last thing I got to see was your feet.
Yeah, and they are bad because when we tweeted them out, I got no interest in my feet. Thank you.
I got DMs, people offering to send me money.
I know. I'm so jealous. Why aren't my feet beautiful?
I am terrified of the internet now. I sent Flurry some of those DMs because he was the one who picked that consequence. Yeah, and he's like, dude, you need to delete that now. Yeah. I can't delete that. That's a bad consequence. All right. Let's talk about the good. So my good is that I didn't do any trading this week. As you know, we had the trips. I got to get down there and see your wedding ceremony, which was beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I got to see some family and friends. When I got back on Tuesday, I don't know about you, but I was so beat down from that trip that I think Tuesday I did nothing. Wednesday, I think I worked for about 2 or 3 hours on back testing and called it a day. But the rest of the week, I think I made a realization at one point while I was just trying to back test a new strategy. And I finally figured out that structure is a key component to what I'm trying to do. Mm. What I mean by that is when I try to fade something, if the 5-minute structure hasn't broken or at least, indicated that that's a potential possibility, if I don't see that, then the trades tend to not work. And I was having some shit results until I figured that out. And once I put that qualifier in place, like suddenly I've got a 2.0 profit factor, 45% win rate, and like $2,500 on 4 micros that I've back tested through August.
Okay. And so when you say the 5-minute confirms it, we're talking, and I don't know, you can go, Kyle's not shy on the Discord. He's talked about his whole thing if you want these details. But what you're talking about is you're watching the 1 minute. What would the 5-minute confirmation be?
Oh, okay. Well, let me back up then. So I'm looking at the 1 hour and the 4 hour to tell me like who's in control, who's hit their recent swing, who's taken out a recent swing, and then are they pushing up and taking out the other side? Mm-hmm. Once you hit one of those swings, that's where you're looking to see if, people are going to have interest there and turn around as they push through the liquidity of all those stops. So on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, I get my directional bias. When I get to those areas, those 4 hour swing highs, if I'm looking to try to fade that, then I need to see structure on the 5-minute indicate that there's now higher highs and higher lows or vice versa.
Okay.
And then from there, I dive into my 1 minute and I look for my entries.
I see what you're saying. You're eyeing that level on the 4 hour. You want to see on the 5-minute the structure verifying that level is indeed holding.
Yeah, they need to at least take out a prior 5-minute swing high before I can try to fade the trend. And once I put that in place, because before you'd be buying every dip and then you just, going broke.
Yeah.
like very quickly too. But once that qualifier was put in place, like everything just flipped and it just fell right into place.
That's amazing, man. That's an amazing development.
It's still young. I still got to get through a lot more back testing, which means that I'll be spending the rest of this weekend probably working on that. But if all of it still continues looking good, I'm hoping to be live trading this on Monday.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'll be right there with you.
Yeah.
I should be trading Monday.
Oh, did you get one of those Top Step accounts before that code quit working?
Did the code quit working? I did get an account.
Yeah, I think you got the last one.
I did?
I think you did because Joel tried to sign up for it, I think, like maybe 10 minutes after you did, and it quit working at that point.
Oh, snap. Sorry, Joel. Yeah, so,
well, you got it just in time. Let's celebrate that win. Sorry, Joel. Joel has a funded account. He doesn't need another one.
Joel.
Stop being greedy, Joel.
Kick ass with that funded account.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have a good for this week?
I did have a couple trades this week, but I don't consider them good because I shouldn't have been trading at all.
Well, I think the good you had was I think you finally finished your move. I think that counts.
I did finish my move. I've got a short list of I have to finish these things, but for the most part, we turned in the keys. We're in the new place. Everything's in its place. I can start building new routines, right? Like it's not shit. I got to unpack all these boxes. I got to find a place for this. I got to find a place for that.
Yeah.
Or I got to fix this bathroom fixture or this kitchen cabinet.
So many of those goddamn bathrooms.
Yeah, I got a plumbing thing. Like I got those fucking new fancy. You have to set them up with the wall off, and then you put the wall up. Yeah, it's not working right, so I got to take the wall off. It's terrible. Anyway.
I hate dealing with plumbing.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's for another day. I don't have to worry about that shit. I already told the wife.
Right.
That one we can we got 2 bathrooms. Let's just not use that shower for now.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds like what I would do.
Yeah, we'll get to it, but it's low priority right now.
Right.
Until somebody comes to visit, then I'll get it working.
Okay. Well, you also got married too. I think we can count that. Well, you had the reception. You were already married before that.
Yeah, I eloped.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of changes in my life.
Yeah.
But hopefully positive direction, positive trajectory. I've at the age of how old am I? What was it?
Don't say it. Please don't say it.
At a reasonable age, my first marriage, I had several family members and friends say, "I never thought you were going to get married."
I didn't think you would. I also didn't think I would either. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens.
Yeah, they just you just find the right one, and suddenly you can't say no.
Right. Whatever you want. Well, yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Yep. I think she's good for you, man. I think you picked a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, and she thinks I'm the catch. Oh man, she's amazing.
Oh wow, yeah.
Right. I don't try and tell her different.
Just hide her away from the public so nobody else can talk to her.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Bads and uglies. I just combined them because, like you, we didn't do a whole lot this week as far as trading goes. I just kind of want to talk about the feelings that I had before I had my aha moment. And man, sometimes it's really hard to sit down and like force yourself to do something when you just don't have an idea of what you want to do yet. Like when I did my eval review with the Bonta guys, they gave me some suggestions, take my setups and then just look at them with these different time frames on there and mark off some of these things and just observe what you're seeing. What works? What are you seeing when it works? What are you seeing when it doesn't? And that was kind of the starting point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're first starting off, you're trying a whole bunch of shitty ideas that don't work, and it's really easy to get discouraged quickly. Like, oh, I think this has a good idea, and I try it, and then like you have 1 or 2 days that look good, and then you have another day that wipes out like 3 times of the wins. Okay, well, that one's no good. And like, I'm glad I pushed through it, but I was feeling very I guess down about it. And sometimes it's just too easy to give up on it. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I pushed through it.
Yeah. Me
You know what
too.
I mean? You know
Yeah,
what?
I know what you're saying. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
Uh,
you're feeling that way, keep going because something will click eventually. You just got to push through it.
one of the and my bad that I caught myself doing this week when I said I had some trades, but I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
call any of them good, even if some of them, like technical analysis wise, were good and profitable trades.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I've been doing a very poor job of making this my job,
Me too.
right?
Yeah.
Like having a clock in time, having your before the store opens list if it's a
Mm-hmm.
store kind of business, right? Like and making sure I'm checking all the boxes of a business as if it was a business, and being a good employee. I haven't really been doing any of that. All my trades this week, like I didn't do any of that, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just like holy shit. And when I did have that young guy coming in and putting in the new thermostat, and we got to chat, and he was really into trading, and he had that excitement and that energy that I recognized
Mm-hmm.
from that we have, and he wants to do it through crypto, and he wants to do it right now, and he wants it so bad, I kept trying to steer him back to it's there's no such thing as like this is can be a side hustle. Like if you want to do this, you have to learn. You got to get the screen time. Malcolm Gladwell says 10,000 hours. You got to get 10,000 hours of not just looking at a chart, but knowing what you're looking at.
That right there. That is the
Knowing
key.
what you're looking at, you got to be able to watch charts unfold for 10,000 hours and knowing what you're watching for and what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm. And
And
without that direction or without someone to point you in the or tell you the things that you should be looking for, and even if they do tell you, people told us
yeah
3 years ago what to do, and
yeah
it's
yeah
still that to learn the lessons ourselves.
yeah it's yeah right, like it's if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fucking
Like if
oh
you want
wow,
that to be a side hustle, then stick with long-term swings and
right, that's what. So it's told, I did tell them there's stuff you can do long time frame, like
mhm,
buy and hold, be fucking Smaug, be a dragon, just dollar cost average in those fucking ETFs.
right. Yep.
He was like, yeah, BlackRock wants to do that crypto ETF. I'm like, well, I guess that's one you could do if you want, if it has to be crypto. But
Yeah, maybe go 10% of what you want to
maybe
allocate for your investments into
right,
crypto and
maybe
put the
make
rest into
one of
some
them.
other things. Yeah, yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything else for good, bad, and ugly?
No, just that I'm sorry I shot you in the back of the head while you were tying my shoes, buddy.
I'm sorry I bled all over your feet.
They were new shoes. Ruined.
Yeah. All right, let's play the bet song.
I need it, wanna beat it, gonna win it if I take it from you. I'm filling my positions, quit your bitching, random's gonna lose. Got a chart full of levels and a stop that's not too tight. It's bet picking time in the shop, so pick 'em right.
Well, Dan, you said you had some ideas.
Yeah, I really like AFRM.
AFRM. What are they?
Affirm. They are a stock, Affirm Holdings. Their stock ticker that has options that I was following. I don't know what they do. They had a channel. They broke out of it. It held, and then they broke back into it. And on Friday, they had a real strong buy day off the bottom of one of my distributions.
Oh, so you want to go long on this guy, huh?
Yeah. Look at that daily. We had come down from 22.5 all the way down to 18.
Is that a bullish engulfing candle in the daily too?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
And the fact that it came off of the distribution area, if you do the price retrace of this move from August 24th all the way to September 18th, we hit right at that 78 level. We were just above that. It's like right at 75% retracement.
What's really interesting too is it's coming right into a daily fair value gap.
Yeah, it did. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So this was one of the ones that I was watching when I was last trading options. I hadn't been, but I was scrolling through my charts when you were like, "We need a bet pick," and I was like, "Oh, right off a distribution line."
I like this one. All right. So what do you want to do? How do you want to structure this?
All right. So I just want to. I'd like to get an entry. 17.5 if it dithers about, but I'd say half at open and half if it gets down to 1760.
Okay.
If it opens under 1760, half at open, half at 17. And then I want the stop to be 16 half.
Yeah, I like that. And I'd also even throw in, I'd consider going short, flipping short if it does break that 16 half.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling it's going to push down and try to fill that little gap down there at 15.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we want to gamble that much? Do we want to have 2 losers in a week instead of 1?
I love to chain the bets like that.
Do you? Okay. All right, let's do that. Stop
All
loss at 1650, flip short, target 15 even.
It just means you do more work next week.
I know, right? That's it's so demoralizing too, and it's just to lose money.
I know,
getting all these convoluted plans.
Just do all this math just to find out how much I lost. Ugh.
So wait, you said 1650, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna flip short,
okay, that should give you a little bit of slippage if they challenge that low.
1590 is the give it some room to breathe. But I honestly I wouldn't want it under 1675.
Yeah.
So 1650 is for me giving it room to breathe.
Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. Do you want any targets on that or?
Yeah, 19 half.
Okay.
Is the first target, and then move stop to break even, trail it higher. Move stop to break even, trail it higher, penny for penny.
Okay. Oh, nice. That'll be really difficult to figure out.
Yes. You like that?
Yes, I do. Trail penny for penny. I'm writing it in exactly as you said it.
Well, that's on Trader's Launch. That's how the trail works.
Oh, nice. All right, you ready for random?
Yeah. What's random got?
I'm gonna let you decide whether or not you want to veto this one for low volume, but I just like the name of the company, CSSEP, Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment Incorporated.
Oh God. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up here. So what is the stock ticker again?
CSSEP.
This actually came up.
Yeah, this is what it came up with. It's only 20,000 to 40,000 shares of volume on the daily, though. So normally I throw those ones back, but I don't know. I'm feeling froggy. Let Random have his fucking shitty, no name, no liquidity stock.
Okay. All right. Well, then there we go. Why ask me?
I don't know. I also like that it's pulling into a fair value gap on the daily for the sell side too. So
yeah, no, I was like, yeah, it's gonna go long this stock. Okay, yeah, that all right.
So should I give him a new one or should we stick with it?
Oh, Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's good.
It's what the markets need right now.
It's right. There's no possible way this thing could sink below $7 a share.
No. Please.
It's been giving out a dividend. 20 cents.
Damn, that's a pretty good dividend.
That's just fucking, and it's giving it out monthly.
What? Is this a REIT?
Gives out a fucking monthly dividend, 20 cents, Kyle.
Huh. When's the X date? Is Random getting that? Better not.
It's been, since in May 2021, it was at $29 a share. So,
oh, they'll probably be restructuring that at the next earnings at some point. Yeah, the dividend yield right now is 26%.
yeah, that's insane. like, wait, what?
That sounds like a bond yield that.
Yes, $7 a share, and I get 20 cents a month. Holy shit! I know where I need to put my money.
Right. Good luck getting it out, though.
All right,
20,000 shares of volume.
Right. Look, okay. Random won't get the dividend.
Okay, good. All right, then you can have it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, folks. That's gonna bring us to the end of the episode. Thanks for sticking around, having a good time. If you did,
if not, fuck you.
Yeah, if you turned off the show already, fuck you.
You won't hear this.
Yeah. You don't deserve to hear Kyle and me.
Yeah,
talking shit about you.
We're gonna have to rethink our insult the audience marketing strategy because I don't know if that's gonna work.
No. That's because you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, that works.
See?
Oh yeah, I felt something stir there.
Yeah. Now you want to prove yourself to me, right? Now you want to prove yourself smart.
Why don't you tell me I've been?
You tell you've been dirty. You've been such a dirty boy, you fucking idiot.
Oh God. Oh yeah. All right, wrap us up before this takes a dark turn.
Oh, apologies. It's been a long day. Okay, so you know what to do, folks. We love you so much. Let everybody know about us. We got to go. We'll be back at you soon. Let you know how that bet went. Until then, though, Kyle.
Castrate that 5-star button like Richard Stamos should have done before singing Lovin' You. And take care.
Who the fuck is Richard Stamos?
If anybody gets that joke, I will be so impressed.
Happy trades.
Bye.
Two Bulls in a China Shop is an entertainment program, and all thoughts and opinions expressed in the show belong to the hosts and not of any company. They are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide entertainment about stocks and the financial industry of trading. If you make trades based on what you hear in this show, you assume all risks for those trades.